It may not be the most graceful or elegant animal, but if the platypus has its way, it just might outlive us all. The duck-billed, beaver-tailed platypus seems like a mismatched jumble of random parts. These contradictions don't end there. Its duckbill is packed with receptors that detect minute electrical signals given off by its prey, yet it can't see well. It lays eggs, but nurses its young with milk. And although it's a mammal, it has a powerful venom that can temporarily paralyze its prey. In short, this 11-inch-long oddball seems like it would have a hard time surviving in a world that's increasingly out of whack. And yet, somehow the platypus seems determined to not just survive climate change, but to thrive despite it. So, what's its secret? To understand how the platypus might just outlive us all, we first have to understand what's so special about it. The platypus is special because it's built for resilience. Its dense fur keeps it warm in cold weather, and its thick skin prevents it from overheating in warmer weather. When temperatures soar, it seeks refuge in burrows it excavates along riverbanks or in hollowed-out logs. There it can stay cool until things return to normal. Then there's that duckbill, which actually functions more like a rabbit's whiskers than anything else. These highly sensitive receptors detect the faintest of electrical signals given off by the muscle contractions of aquatic creatures like insect larvae and worms. This ability comes in handy when the water gets murky, since the platypus can still find food even when it can't see it. And when the rivers and streams where it lives dry up during droughts, the platypus can hold its breath for up to 15 minutes and wait for things to return to normal. In short, its weird and wonderful adaptations allow it to not only survive in a wide range of environments, but to do well in them. But how will it fare as those environments change? As our planet warms, the rivers and streams where platypuses live are likely to face a whole host of challenges. Water temperatures are likely to rise, meaning platypuses will face heat stress unless they can find ways to keep themselves cool. Droughts are also likely to become more common and severe, meaning the platypus will have to contend with less food and more competitors as species migrate into its territory. And all the while, water quality may decline as more agricultural runoff and sewage make their way into the waterways, further degrading the platypus's habitat. These challenges don't just threaten the platypus, of course. They threaten every species that calls the rivers and streams home. But somehow, the platypus seems uniquely poised to weather the coming changes. For one thing, its burrow-dwelling habits may give it an edge. As rivers and streams dry up, many animals are likely to suffer, but the platypus will already be equipped to handle life on land. For another, recent research suggests that the platypus's venom may actually help it survive. You see, the female platypus has 5 main spurs on each hind leg. These spurs inject a powerful venom into their prey, stunning or killing them. But new research suggests that the platypus venom may actually have another purpose. According to one hypothesis, the venom helps the platypus regulate its body temperature. That's right, this duck-billed oddball may actually be able to turn up the heat when it's cold and cool down when it's hot. Of course, we still have a lot to learn about the platypus, especially now that climate change is threatening its habitat. But one thing is clear, its future is far from set. Like all species, the platypus is ultimately a product of its environment, and without urgent conservation efforts, it may not be able to survive the coming changes. If we want to ensure that future generations get to see this duck-billed wonder for themselves, we need to take action today. That means protecting and restoring the platypus's natural habitat, improving land management practices to prevent soil erosion and water pollution, and conserving water to ensure that the platypus has enough to drink and to keep its rivers flowing. As always, though, the best way to honor the platypus is to learn everything we can about it. And who knows? By studying this amazing creature, we may just learn how to survive in an era of ecological change ourselves. The platypus reminds us that life finds a way, even in the most inhospitable of environments. And maybe, just maybe, it can teach us how to ensure that future generations get to experience the same wonder and awe that we feel today.